Oh shit, oh take, pray them niggas go away. Oh, we sell the clowns around, it look like circus show. Like, this is not the album either, these are just a dope.
For cheap Madden, 2K, and FIFA coins, check out coinbankut.com and use code FGT at checkout for 10% off your order. What's up, YouTube? I'm back today with another video for you guys. Today, we got another Madden 19 video, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a loading screen leak and starter elites, the ones that, just like this year, I'm pretty sure it's going to be just like this year, where at the start, you got to pick from all 32 teams. It's one player from each team, and you got to pick any one of them, and I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be 80 overall again, like they were last year. Before we do get into this, guys, I am a little late on this. I think I'm like 3 days late, 2 days late, but I just didn't have time to record over the weekend, so that's why I couldn't get this video up earlier. But it is here now if you haven't seen it on anyone else's YouTube channel yet. But before we do get into it, guys, don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. Also, turn on that post notification bell if you haven't already to get notified every time I upload. But guys, let's get right into this. So, of course, shout out to ScoMo. This is who I'm getting it from. He got the pictures from Ross James. I have no idea who this is, but just so you guys know. And apparently this was posted to a Madden or Muhead forum, I believe. So that's where all these pictures are from. But right here, guys, first we'll look at the Antonio Brown loading screen. I'll zoom it in a little bit for you guys. If you didn't already know, Antonio Brown is the cover athlete for Madden 19, so that's why, of course, he is going to be on the loading screen. So yeah, this does look like a pretty cool loading screen, and I'm going to be waiting for the animation, like the starting animation like they had with the Tom Brady thing this year. What we're most looking at, guys, is actually these cover athletes, or not cover athletes, I mean team athletes, whatever they're called. Starter, I think they're called starter elites or something like that. But you can see one for each team, and it doesn't matter if you pre-ordered the Hall of Fame edition or the regular edition. As long as you pre-order, you'll be able to pick one of these players, whoever you want. But we'll actually get into who you should pick or who you shouldn't pick. So there's a lot of quarterbacks on here, but if you can't really see it, I'll actually just read it off to you guys. So starting off, first row is Rob Gronkowski, LaShawn McCoy, Devontae Parker, Leonard Williams, Le'Veon Bell, CJ Mosley, AJ Green, Myles Garrett. And then in the second row, we got Marcus Mariota, Leonard Fournette, Deshaun Watson, Andrew Luck, Kareem Hunt, Von Miller, Joey Bosa, Amari Cooper. And then Carson Wentz, Sean Lee, Josh Norman, Landon Collins, Harrison Smith, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Jordan Howard, Michael Thomas, Luke Kuechly, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Russell Wilson, Todd Gurley, David Johnson, and finally, we end with Jimmy Garoppolo. So there are a lot of quarterbacks. There's Marcus Mariota, Andrew Luck, Deshaun Watson. There's none in the first row. There's Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, Russell Wilson. So yeah, there's like, what, 6 quarterbacks. So that's a lot of quarterbacks. And right off the bat, I wouldn't suggest picking a quarterback because they are 80 overall. More than likely, if you're spending any money on the game, or if, honestly, even if you're no money spent, you probably will be able to get a better quarterback than that, like right off the bat, with all the legends that are in the game already. And also, guys, before we do get into this, if you are ordering the Hall of Fame edition, the GOAT players that you get in it, that is also a thing to consider when you're picking these starter athletes, or starter elites. Why do I keep saying starter athletes? But yes, one of these starter elites, you got to consider which one you want to pick, and maybe you could try to have a good duo, like a good running back and a good quarterback, or not quarterback, but a good running back and a wide receiver, or like a cornerback and a wide receiver, something like that. But what I would suggest most is picking like depth position. So something like a wide receiver, maybe a middle linebacker, something like that. Again, I don't suggest quarterbacks because they're gonna be a waste of your just starter elites, and something like a wide receiver will help you. It will still be there. You probably won't be getting like like 5 over 80 overall wide receivers right off the bat. So it is pretty good to have one of these wide receivers. Like you could have Michael Thomas, AJ Green, Mike Evans, Julio Jones. Who else is there? Is that all? There's Amari Cooper and Devontae Parker. You could definitely go with the wide receiver if you really want to. And some of these players are going to have pretty good stats for the starters or for start of the year before like all the promos and all that start coming into the game. Rob Gronkowski, you could consider him. He could be considered in your top choices. Of course, if you're a Pats fan, more than likely you are taking Rob. He is one to consider because he more than likely will have pretty high catch and traffic. And if you want, I forgot how tall he is, but he is pretty tall, so jump ball, tight end, if you really are into that, you could pick him up. So definitely Rob Gronkowski could be considered, and definitely no quarterbacks, so those are out of the way, unless you really want someone. Like, I am a Packers fan, but I'm still probably not going to go with Aaron Rodgers. More than likely, it's better for me to just get like his base league card. Another one, running backs. There's a lot of running backs on here too. There's LaShawn McCoy, Le'Veon Bell, Leonard Fournette, Kareem Hunt. Are there any more? Todd Gurley and David Johnson and Jordan Howard. So there's about 6 running backs. So running backs, you could definitely pick up a running back because even though it is pretty easy to get a higher overall running back because there are still going to be a lot in the start of the game, but it's still, you might still need a backup running back. So having one of these 80 overalls and not having to spend coins on them would be pretty good to do. So definitely having a backup running back. So picking any one of these 6 ones. And yeah, definitely you could have a backup running back. So you could pick up maybe David Johnson or Todd Gurley or Leonard Fournette, maybe LaShawn McCoy. I don't know about Le'Veon Bell, honestly. He just is a little too slow for me. I honestly don't like his cards that much. But definitely if you are a Steelers fan, again, you could pick him up. But I don't think he's up there for me. Neither is Kareem Hunt, probably. If I was to go with the running back, I'd probably go with either LaShawn McCoy or probably like Todd Gurley, maybe. Maybe even David Johnson up there. But definitely running back is another one with the wide receivers that I could go with. But then on the defensive end, there's a lot of things to consider. Honestly, I also forgot to mention, if you have done rookie premieres, you might want to consider, you have to consider those in here too, because right off the bat, if you have someone like Bradley Chubb, you're definitely not going to pick up Leonard Williams. I believe he's a right end and Bradley Chubb is a right end too. So definitely Leonard Williams will be out for you. And then, yeah, definitely all the other ones like wide receiver or running back. If you did Saquon Barkley or Calvin Ridley, either one of those, maybe you don't want to pick up another running back or a wide receiver. But definitely consider, if you are pre-ordering the Hall of Fame edition, the GOAT players, and then the rookie premieres if you've done them in Madden 18. So yeah, so Leonard Williams, probably you don't want to go with them. CJ Mosley could be pretty good. Backup middle linebacker. Of course, like I said, depth position. So if you are going to pick up a higher overall middle linebacker, maybe you don't want to spend more on a backup one. So CJ Mosley could be a pretty decent one to pick up. And then Myles Garrett, again, I don't know if you want to pick up a D end for your team. And then Von Miller. Von Miller cards play good usually. So maybe you want to pick him up. And Joey Bosa, again, an end. He does play pretty good, but I don't know if you want to pick up an end. Maybe you do and you don't want to spend coins on like defensive ends at the start of the year. So having a 80 overall elite would be fine for you till you want to spend like maybe like 3-4 weeks down the road and not just like in the first week or two. And yeah, Sean Lee, again, linebackers are pretty good to pick up. But then, of course, cornerbacks like Josh Norman Is there any other cornerbacks? Is Josh Norman the only quarterback on here? That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like he's the only cornerback on here. So, of course, if you want a backup cornerback, because you could have 4 or 5 even if you run that. But usually people like running 4 to 5. So definitely, again, depth position. If you do pick up 3 higher overall elites, you could still have Josh Norman in there. He'll still probably be there. Like a wide receiver or a cornerback will probably be in your lineup for a couple of weeks at least, unless you're one of those people that spend a lot of money and try to get every single elite at the start of the year and try to build the best team right away. So yeah, definitely cornerbacks and wide receivers are definitely up there. So there's those, and then there's Landon Collins and Harrison Smith. If you do want a safety, they could be pretty good, and you could definitely switch them over to free safety if you really want to. But that does look like all of them. Actually, no, Luke Kuechly is one that we missed. Again, middle linebacker or backup middle linebacker. He'll be pretty up there. Like, his cards play good again, usually. So, definitely, you could pick him up too. But, yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. What I'm thinking of going with, guys, is more than likely either... I like Michael Thomas cards. I actually like picking him up, so I might pick either Michael Thomas or I might pick up Luke Kuechly or Von Miller. But yeah, those are probably my top 3, maybe even LaShawn McCoy or Todd Gurley up there too. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Let's try to get 10 likes on this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.